Okay, there we go.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's Divine Eyes again, and I am Cheryl. We're ending our February book club meeting, and we always end with a question of the day. Our question of the day is, how do you feel about the whole Bill Cosby case? I just want to start with these opening remarks before everyone starts to speak. Just some food for thought, I guess I will say. Food for thought is that I can't quote, maybe later on we'll make sure we have all our paperwork and everything. But food for thought is a lot of women and men who go through being abused physically in a sexual way are always afraid to speak up because they're afraid of the backlash that they will suffer if they do speak up. Because I know a lot of people were saying, well, why did these women wait hundreds of years before they spoke up against Mr. Bill Cosby? So I just want the ladies in the room to keep in the back of their mind that a lot of people are afraid to speak up for several reasons. One, they think no one is going to believe them. And two, just imagine if you think no one is going to believe you, imagine what people are going to think about you when you have this high public figure that is loved by the world, and now you want to tell the world that he has done something bad to you. So that's just my food for thought, and we're going to go to our first member here that's going to speak about their thoughts on the Bill Cosby case. And after they say their thoughts, we're going to pretend that we are a jury. You're going to say whether you say he should be innocent or guilty. Debbie's up.
Hello. First of all, I think this is a very tragic situation for all that are involved. I think it should not be public. I think it's between the people that are involved. My heart goes out to everybody. My personal feelings is that I am watching a beloved figure that was portrayed to me through media. I'm watching his whole legacy go up in flames, and it's very sad. I think that it is personal, and it should be between the people involved and not in the media. But again, I think everybody's a victim here. And it's just sad. It's just a sad situation.
So before we leave you, Debbie, we're just pretending we are the jury right now. Do you feel that Mr. Cosby should be found guilty or innocent?
Okay, my response to that is that I'm not a jury. I was not there. I'm not privy to all the facts, therefore I will not comment on that.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Debbie. Okay, so I love Debbie's response, and it's kind of like making me waver on the fence about my response, but I will say this about the whole thing. I do think it's tragic for both sides. My heart goes out to each and every female that, are saying that something has happened to them. I mean, it's just it's a tough situation to discuss. It's a tough situation to talk about. But I will say that honestly, I know people may want to choke me over this, but I have to honestly say that I am leaning on the side of the alleged victims, if I'm using the right words right now. I just don't feel that people would just come out and say this and something hasn't happened to them. No one knows the degree of the level of what did or did not happen because we were not there. However, I do know that it is so difficult for someone to speak out about being abused sexually, and it's even more difficult when you're speaking of like someone that the world actually loves. However, I do feel that if Mr. Cosby has done any of these things, and I love him too, and I grew up watching the Cosby Show, and there's so many other things that he has done that I absolutely love, but on that note, I still feel that if there was a crime committed, whether he's 75, 89, or 200, then he should pay for the crime. Unfortunately, I mean, you can just speak to me if you think differently. If I was on the jury right now, it would be terrible, but I probably would be one of those that would say that he's guilty. Thank you. Donna, your thoughts?
Hi. Well, I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to piggyback on Cheryl. It's tragic that a legacy has totally been destroyed. I mean, things he's done for the Black community, and not even the Black community, but in general, it's been tainted because of all that's surrounding this whole thing. Do I think Bill Cosby is guilty? First and foremost, I do feel really bad for his wife to be subjected to this, to true, false, or otherwise. The man that she's loved for most of her adult life is being accused of rape. And she's standing by her man. You know, that's wonderful, great. Do I think Bill Cosby did anything inappropriate? Again, I wasn't there. However, one, maybe your question. Two, not so sure. Three, oh, they're all liars. 4, 5. But you're talking how many women? I mean, something happened to someone. We don't know who, but something happened. And I personally think he's guilty. That's my opinion.
Well, there you have it, guys. I'm talking. The camera's still on Donna because remember we're just terrible with this camera thing.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but you know, it's just what's going on in the world right now, and it has to be discussed. And
Right.
it's tragic all the way around. It's tragic on like
Absolutely.
1,000 levels because he did so much. What was it? Was it called the Cosby Show? It was,
Yeah,
right.
it was the Cosby
It's
Show.
the Cosby Show. The
Fat
Cosby
Albert.
Show. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Cosby Show was just a classic, good show that showed the American people that, you know,
African Americans can be doctors and they can be lawyers.
yes,
And they can raise children who are productive.
yes.
And there are countless books and literature that he's projected
Right.
for reading, and the Hello Friend whole thing, and the what's the cartoon? The Little Bill.
Little Bill.
People grew up reading those, and
Yes.
and I think that's a part of the legacy that should remain real.
Yes.
His private, personal problems should be just that.
Yes. Well, the other piece of that is that I don't agree with, even though like I said, I feel there's some guilt there. The piece that I don't agree with is there are others who are high public figures that have done similar or that have been accused of similar acts, and yet their shows have not been pulled off the TV and all of that. There's the one guy, I want to say, I think from Seventh Heaven, allegedly, that was accused of some sexual act
With a minor. I
with a
believe.
minor, and still his show is on. There is the one actor, and forgive me again, who in what world can you marry the kid that you adopt? Like
That would be
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. So you know, you and the public is kind of okay with that. So I mean, there's this fine line of, you know, how people are punished differently, so to speak. But that still is not steering me away from the fact, I don't think just because there's injustice in other areas that, you know, this should all be forgiven because other people didn't suffer for whatever. I'm just saying that we do have to come together, and there needs to be some type of fairness in the world, because there has been others that have done things that have not received anywhere near the backlash that he has received, and he hasn't even been charged with a crime yet. So, I mean, it's just some food for thought. Again, this is Divine Eyes. We thank you for listening. Follow us on our Facebook page, Divine Eyes. Thank you. Bye.